This hand looks good. Turn 1 Temple into double Love Strike Beast 1/1s. Isn't bad. He'll keep the order here. Might actually let me play out the Edgewall Inkeeper a little faster. If they don't have a Goose on turn 1, I think I will play out the Inkeeper next turn. Okay, they don't, so I'm actually going to do this. Land Beast. Draw my card off the Inkeeper. Get in for 2. I don't think there's any flash cards to worry about here. Oh, I need to put on the Deckmaster, and let me also turn on this. There we go. Haha! Let's see. So they actually bounced the Lovestruck Beast? Okay. Fine by me. They'll lead here with a Duress. Mass Manipulation, 2 Time Wipes, and Oko. Guess I'll take a Time Wipe. And then I'm just actually going to play out the Lovestruck Beast and draw here. Deal with the Teferi. I can kill Oko with Murderous Rider. If they want to keep bouncing Lovestruck Beasts, I'm fine with it. Alright, they found a land, so I guess I'll just keep grinding. Nice thing here is I can Order of Midnight back the Inkeeper. I've gone through 2 Teferis, I've got 1 of their Time Wipes, and I still have a full grip, so that's good. They do have Mass Manip, which I do need to be a little bit careful of. But they don't have the mana for it yet. Sure. So here, Order, get back Inkeeper, play Order. Guess I'll just play the Inkeeper, play Order, and draw. And then I am going to crack here, get a green source, and make another 1/1 off of Lovestruck Beast. Oko, that makes sense. They may, oh, they're just going to make a food token, okay. Teferi, bounce, what, the 1/1, I guess? It's fine. So if Yeah, that does that. Alright, so Questing Beast. Plus, guess I'll play out the Lovestruck Beast. And then I will go Edgewall Inkeeper at Teferi, Order of Midnight at Oko, Questing Beast at face. And Questing Beast can deal damage to Oko. And now we should be pretty firmly in control. If they take, I have Find Finality, which is fine. Yep, that's okay. Two, three, six, 8 mana. So I'll just play out Beast. And then my yard right now doesn't have much. Play Vraska. And I'll kill the Lovestruck Beast to put it back into my yard. And I will make another 1/1. And then I'll get in for 2 in the air. This deck is surprisingly strong, actually. Doesn't look like it should be, but... Grazer. Find back Questing Beast and Lovestruck Beast. Oh, you know what? I actually think I had lethal here, but whatever. Oh, no, because they have the food. I didn't have lethal, so no, that's fine. I was thinking about if I had killed the Grazer with the Murderous Rider, but that would have been wrong. This deck is interesting. That felt like a decent plan against them. They're bringing in Mass Manipulation. Maybe I want Massacre Girl, but I don't think so. Maybe I want Veil of Summer if that's the plan, actually. I don't know. There's a risk of bringing in too many cards that don't do much. Said, I don't really feel like... This feels like a more controlling deck, and I'm not sure that Fallmire Knight does anything in that matchup, so... Why don't I try not playing the Knight? Lovestruck Beast makes its own 1/1s, so that's fine. Plus I have Inkeepers anyway. This hand's good. Game 3 here against controlling Bant Oko list. Play my free Once Upon a Time. And I guess I'll take Temple of Malady here. And I'm going to run out Edgewall Inkeeper on turn 1. I have an order to get it back if they kill it. Looks like they might be on the Teferi bounce plan. That's fine. Another Love-Struck Beast is good. I think here I'm just going to go make a normal 1/1. And I'll play out the Inkeeper this turn, and I'll attack Teferi for 1. Not that I expect to get through, but it's looking like there's a chance that they have a time wipe here. Guess not. I don't know if I would have done this. This feels like wasting a Teferi to me. See if they have something that I'm not thinking about, but this definitely feels like a waste of a Teferi. Maybe they're flooded? Yeah, this feels like they might be flooded a little bit. Crisis, okay. Yeah. And then I'm going to duress them post-combat. Take the mass manipulation. Looks like they're on a Hydrate Crisis draw. Okay. That's fine. I can grind that out a little bit at least. It's not bad, because I know that my opponent will be playing a Crisis next turn. I'm not going to, well, I could play the Love-Struck Beast here. Not going to. I want to incentivize them to draw and then give me another grasp on the Crisis. Looks like they have Nissa. Okay. That's a little annoying. Maybe I should have gone Duress last turn, though. Nissa and Oko? Yeah, okay. That's slightly obnoxious. Let's see here. I can kill the Nissa, definitely. And then pass the turn. Opponent does get Oko for a little bit here. So I guess I should have Duressed the previous turn. I was thinking they would probably Crisis, but they drew Nissa. It makes sense that they would want to go Nissa into Crisis. Yep, they're going to make a 7/7 on the ground. Get a green source here. Let's lead with the duress, see what we're up against. Veil, Growth Spiral, second Oko. I guess I'll take the Oko. Once Upon a Time here to get Questing Beast or Murderous Rider. I think Murderous Rider here. And kill the Oko. Then I can hope to snowball a bit of an advantage off of the Inkeeper. I can also get back Rankle here. Make them start sacrificing creatures. Looks like they're looking for a Wrath. Maybe I shouldn't have burned the Order of Midnight yet. Maybe that was a mistake. It's fine. Wanted to get the Veil out of his hand anyway. Definitely each player sacrifices a creature. Each player discards a card. I think I want to do. I'll sacrifice a 1/1. And I'll play out a Murderous Rider and draw. I think I actually just want to draw with both, make them hit the Wrath this turn. East is fine here as a reload. They have Mass Manip, they can take 2 creatures. It's fine. See if the Beast is lethal. 2. So if they block a 5/5, they take 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, it's super lethal. So. Yep, got there. Maybe this was a little loose. I may have overextended a little more than I should have here, given that they had a Castle Vantress in play. Turn 1 Inkeeper, maybe? Yeah, this is okay. I'm probably going to hold the Inkeeper then, though. You don't want to run it out just as a 1/1 into removal. Although if I draw like a Love-Struck Beast, I may. We'll see. Let's see here. Yeah, I'll hold the Falmire Knight as well. Not sure how aggressive I'm supposed to be with this deck, but it seems to grind pretty well. So, not sure about the Falmire Knights. But they do cycle, so they got that going for them at least. Ceratops, okay. Given that, I'm going to go and go Legion's End the Paradise Druid, see what they have in hand. Ferox Nissa, okay. Second Inkeeper, and then no attacks. They could cast a Ferox here. Or they can not cast a Ferox here, as the case may be, I guess. This is interesting. So they have Ferox. They also have Nissa. I could play Questing Beast and get in. I could also Murderous Rider the Ceratops and get in. I think I like the Questing Beast line. I want to force them to play out what they have in hand. I have a Rider to deal with Nissa. So it's an option. Oops. Swing for 5 here. This incentivizes them to trade off the Ceratops for the Questing Beast. But I already have a Murderous Rider for the Nissa, which is why I'm doing this. They can make a 3/3 here. I don't really care. It's fine. And then I will do this. And play an untapped Overgrown Tomb and pass. Have Falmire Knight to block the 3/3 if I need to. This is one of the matchups where Falmire might actually be pretty good. Get Order of Midnight here. And then I will play out the Murderous Rider and see what we draw. It's not bad. Assassin's Trophy's pretty good. I can get back my Questing Beast this turn, and then decline to attack. They also have a Questing Beast. Interesting. Somewhat annoying. Alright, so land. Alright, I think this actually makes things much easier. Assassin's Trophy, their Questing Beast. And then I'm going to cast a Rankle And I'm actually going to get in for 5 here. I'd rather have the life off the Murderous Rider. Trying to decide if I want to draw. I think I do. And then I'll sack the Fallmire Knight, I think. Yeah. They're sacking Nullhide Ferox. That's interesting. Oh, that's the Great Henge. All right. Well, I have an answer to that still. No blocks here. Let's trophy the Henge. Questing Beast. Swing for 7. I'm going to go with the discard. And I'm also going to go with the sacrifice. I'm going to sack one of my Inkeepers here, I think. They found a second Henge. That's annoying. 4, 8. Yes. Oh, this is legendary. Oh, I didn't actually know that. Oops. Yeah, if I punted this game, I deserve to lose it, so. Good discard. This card is pretty insane. Henges. They're building henges, are they? Alright, so they have Great Henge. Definitely one Epic Downfall. Legion's End seems pretty mediocre. Definitely want Noxious Grasp. Fallmire actually doesn't seem bad here. I can shave like one Foulmire, maybe even two, but Questing Beast is okay. Rankle seems pretty good. Order of Midnight might be a little slow and it can't block. Let's try this. It's one thing about this deck is it is a little lacking in flexibility. If people kill the Inkeeper, well, we have turn one, I guess turn two Beast plus Inkeeper, Temple into Tomb. Let's keep the Assassin's Trophy. And I actually think, given that, I'm just going to play out double Inkeeper here because I have it. Next turn I can play out Lovestruck Beast and draw 2 cards. I don't think there's any flash creatures I have to worry about here. Inkeeper doesn't block very well anyway, so I might as well get in. Usually I don't want to block with it even if I can. Questing Beast is fine here. I will trade. I think here I'm just going to get back the Lovestruck Beast. And then play out the Order of Midnight. And again, draw 2 cards. And I think here I'll pinch a copy of Once Upon a Time. Looks like they have Nissa. It's fine. I have Murderous Rider or Assassin's Trophy for that. Let's see here. Let's lead with the Murderous Rider. And Once Upon a Time to get, I guess, a second rider here. And I'll get in for 2. I can take 3 and play out rider plus trophy next turn, perhaps. Might actually jump with an Inkeeper here. I think I'm going to. Go to 8. Land is good. Gonna make a 1/1 and hold up the trophy. Let's go for trophy first. Okay, there's the veil. So here then I will trade. Yeah, the trample's irrelevant, but okay. Um, four, five, six, seven. I think I'm going to play this tapped and play out the Love-Struck Beast, hold up the Murderous Rider. I know I can't attack with this, but we're defensive right now, and the way I win this game right now is with Rankle in the air. So here, similar line, play out the Questing Beast and get in for 6. And then I can hold up Assassin's Trophy or Murderous Rider, depending. Ceratops is okay here. End step, look to Swift End the Ceratops. Okay, looking like that will do it. This deck seems reasonably well positioned right now. Although I still haven't run into Golos yet, which is a little surprising. Take the play. His hand's not great, but it does have enough removal spells that I think I can keep it. I also have a Scry off the temple. Looking for creatures. Murderous Rider deals with most problems. This might be mono black. I'm not just going to run out Order of Midnight here. Alright, looks like it is Rakdos aggro. Let's see if I can't find something to play. Inkeeper's not bad here. I'm going to hold it for now. Four attacks, I'm going to kill the robber. Then now I can go Inkeeper plus Murderous Rider. They'll probably kill the Inkeeper here, would be my guess. Looks like Bone Crusher Giant. Okay. Spawn of Mayhem. Alright, well, in that case, let us get rid of that. and go second Inkeeper into a Fallmire Knight for a little bit more defense. Keep drawing and get back some of the life we've just thrown away. Second spawn. Let's see here. 2, 5, 6. So if I order back the Innkeeper, I can play the Innkeeper and the order. Yeah, alright. I think I can do this for one turn. And then I can once next turn. Because if they attack with spawn, I just don't see it doing that much. And then I can get in for one as well. Depends on if they can kill both Innkeepers here. I guess that is a thing. That's true. That is a thing. Good point. Alright, alright. Let's go for Once Upon a Time then first. Rankle. Rankle. Swing with team. Each player sacks, each player discards. I'll sack a 1/1. Hopefully they don't have haste plus equip. They might. Alright. But leaving back creatures to block doesn't really do much against the Embercleave there, so... Alright, so we're up against Rakdos with Embercleave. I definitely want Legion's End. I might want Massacre Girl. Plus Finality. Fallmire's decent. Order of Midnight not blocking is kind of problematic. So I think I'm going to cut those. I do want Vraska. I think I'm going to shave one Rankle for the Vraska as well. Epic Downfall is a way of dealing with spawn. So maybe I want one more of those. Although I do have the Massacre Girls. Yeah, let's try this to start with. Oops, must be at least 60 cards. Oh. Somehow I boarded on the Fabled Passage. Okay. Alrighty. Keep this. Lead on Temple because I'm looking for action. Guess that sort of counts. Yeah, I'll keep that. Gives me double Knight next turn. Although if they're not going to play anything, I'm just going to play one of them. Drawing next turn might be important. This hand's a little flooded. It's possible I should have mauled, but alright, well we found a Murderous Rider, that's not bad. And a thing to kill with Murderous Rider. So, all told, not bad. Alright, so let's just do this now. And then play out the Fallmire. He might have a Bone Crusher here. But I think I'm more worried about flyers than I am about the Knight of the Ebon Legion. He has Embercleave. Yeah. Ugh. Alright, well, that's awkward. But can't really stop it here. Five. So double strike gives this a 6/7. Guessing sack and draw is what's going to happen. Oh, just discard? Sure. Or sorry, discard and draw is what I was expecting. Scry, that's good. Yep, alright, they got there. So, against the Fallmire Knight's not great against the Embercleaves. Board out one of the fines, see if that helps at all. Not sure. Take the play. It says Once Upon a Time and Assassin's Trophy, so I'm definitely keeping it. Keep the trophy. I'll draw it, and then I'll Once Upon a Time next turn. Second Temple, Requesting Beast. I think I'm going to take the Questing Beast. I should be able to find a land. Fabled Passage. Make a 1/1 and say go. I'm going to get a green source here so that we have double of each. And then I'm just going to play out the Lovestruck Beast. And I might as well attack with the 1/1. It's likely to get hit by a Bone Crusher Giant or something, but That's fine. This is mostly just a 5/5 wall for 3 in this deck. Ship that. Pass turn. I think they thought maybe... Okay. That's fine. Oh, they have Experimental Frenzy. Interesting. I'm just going to attack, and then not use any of the abilities here. And then I'm going to get back one of each, I think, here. Knight of the Ebon Legion is fine. Bone Crusher is fine. And then here, I'll play out the Lovestruck Beast. Next turn I can get in for 7. All right, got there. All right. Let's see if we can't continue a winning streak. Keep the play, or take the play rather. Yeah, this is double Once Upon a Time. We can keep double Once Upon a Time, right? I would prefer a black source, but you know. Pet collector. Super awkward. Pass turn. Once end step, looking for black, I guess. I think I just play out the 5/5 here. I could trophy plus make another 1/1, but that seems, I don't know. Sure, you can do that all you want. Let's send the Lovestruck Beast at the Domri. I'd say I would just let Domri die here, personally. And then I'll play a second one. I can chump this turn if I need to. I have a Fallmire. I have a Questing Beast, so. This is odd. I think I'll play Questing Beast here. See if we get our human shocked. Looks like we will. Then I'll offer the 2-for-1. Didn't think they'd take it. Here, Questing Beast for Spellbreaker trade is fine. Not sure why they. I guess because that does get. Not sure if Pelt Collector gets any bigger than a 4/4 out of this deck, but maybe it does. Alright, that's not bad. So here I can go Inkeeper. Second Fallmire Knight. They will shock the Inkeeper, unsurprisingly. Land. I'm going to attack with one of the 5/5s here. I want to get rid of. Okay. If they do it like this, I can just trophy the Pelt Collector. If they're playing defensively, that's fine too. Like you either get blown out or you don't. Looks like they have a questing beast. That's fine. I think I play Rankle here. And yeah, okay. They've had enough. That's kind of what I thought. Play Rankle, start sacking Fallmire Knights, get them to discard whatever their last card is. Discard my Rankle, probably. Alright, against Gruul. This is CMC 3 or greater. They're a fairly aggressive variant, it looks like. Not sure about Massacre Girl here. I think I only want one Rankle. Questing Beast is okay, but not spectacular. Assassin's Trophy ramping them is something I don't want them to have too much access to. I'll shave at least one Order of Midnight because it can't block. Probably two. I'm going to leave. Well, why don't I just shave all three? And I can hold the Innkeepers for later. I still have Find to get it back, so. Yeah, this seems okay. Decent removal suite, enough threats, good card draw. Maybe Fallmire Knight is not as good here because of Trample, but it does seem decent against what they're doing so far. So keep this. Two Legion's Ends, so I may actually hold the Knight here. Normally on the draw, I would just run it out on turn one. Lead with Temple. Once Upon a Time is a good draw, because I haven't played anything yet. Oh, man. Okay. Okay. Be that way. I'm going to take out the Robber here, I think, since it's their card advantage. Looks like they have just Flame Sweep and Forest. Okay. That's fine. Given that, honestly think I just kill the Pelt Collector. And then start playing out cards and drawing a bunch. This holds down the ground. Then I have a bunch of removal spells for the rest of it. Yep, there's the flame sweep. That's fine. And then they'll concede. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. Like, I have no reason to overextend into flame sweep. So, you know, I'd like to run into a Golos deck just to test the matchup. This hand is clunky, but it has Once Upon a Time. So I can draw, look for, and get the land, and then once look for another land. It has a Lovestruck Beast. I don't think I'm supposed to make the 1/1 here. Maybe I am. Okay, they have their own Once Upon a Time. That's fine. Overgrown Tomb means probably the mirror. Okay, we did find a land. I'm actually just going to take the Temple and not the Inkeeper here. I want to make sure we hit lands with a hand like this. And then if we draw an untapped land, I can Fabled Path, or I can play that and play a 5/5. Looks like they're playing the Lucky Clover variant, so they're the more aggressive, or the less aggressive deck. Given that, I'll just play out a second beast and attack for 1. And then pass. Hopefully they don't have double Rosethorn here. Doesn't look like they do. Okay. Good. So if they had Rosethorn, they could have gone Rosethorn into Reaper, which is really awkward. Because they could have taken all 4 cards in my hand. I don't think I care about Midnight Reaper yet, so I'll just play out a 5/5 and pass. Yep. Murderous Rider's okay. So they can duplicate. Lucky Clover duplicates their adventures, which is the problem here. I guess I'm going to play Rankle then and get in for 8. And then go sacrifice, discard. I'm going to discard Once Upon a Time here. Looks like I'm getting a Smitten Swordmaster, and I can discard a 1/1. Yep. Looks like they have Order of Midnight to get back what they had. Yeah, that's annoying. I probably shouldn't have actually played this land, now that I think about it. I'm going to pitch Legion's End here and draw. Looks like I found a way to deal with the Lucky Clover at least, so that's good. Okay, they're going to drain us for a bunch here. That's lethal, because I can just make them draw off of Rankle. They have the Lucky Clovers. I already have Assassin's Trophy to deal with it. I'll bring in the Vraska as another way to deal with it. This version's usually a little bigger, but not always. They'll have... So I guess I want the Exile effect. Legion's End is not great here. Neither's Foulmire Knight, honestly. Well, Foulmire Knight's actually better here than it is in a lot of cases. I want Noxious Grasps in some number, but I don't actually know how many. And Questing Beast isn't actually that great in the mirror, I wouldn't think either. I'm trying to think how I want to fight this matchup. Alright, let's actually try something a little bit weird. Tavriel. Trying to decide if I can bring in Duress. I don't think I can. But let's see if I can fight their cards in hand a little bit harder. And rely a little bit more on the recursion effects. This might be a bad idea. In fact, it's possible this is a terrible idea. It's either the right way to do it, or it's very, very, very much the wrong way to do it. They have Clovers, so they're naturally a little bigger than we are, which means this type of control plan might just be bad. If it's not bad, it'll be the right way to board because we'll be able to pick their hand apart and do fairly well. Here I'm going to keep... It says turn 2 Inkeeper, which isn't bad. Or it has, some... it has a Scryland on turn 1. Yeah, they leave in Foulmire. Okay. That makes sense. I haven't played this list much, so... but Foulmire, this is probably a pretty attrition-y matchup. Massacre Girl seems decent. Maybe the fact that Order of Midnight doesn't attack is bad. Maybe since we had Finality, I don't actually want Massacre Girl. I don't know. That I definitely want. I'm going to play the Inkeeper here to bait a removal spell. I have double Order of Midnight in hand. They can get in for 1 if they want. That's fine. They did not have a removal spell. Okay. Now do they have a removal spell? No. Alright, well, I'm just going to play a 2/2 flyer then. And draw a card. And then I guess I'll get in for 1. Okay, they have Paragon. That's fine. So I have another order. This really incentivizes the trade. They have Reaper. That's fine. 1, 2, 3. I can Massacre Girl the Reaper if I want in a turn. Here, I think I just want to get in and play out the Foulmire Knight. I can trade for the Reaper. And we should be fine here. So they must have mauled. I didn't notice how far they mauled, but This is showcasing the problem with Lucky Clover is that if you don't have things to do with it, so here they do get to divination, okay. But if you don't have things to do with it, it's the type of card that can fizzle pretty quickly. Looks like they have Order of Midnight to get back the Midnight Reaper and the Black Lance. That's fine. So I have a second Inkeeper now. That's interesting. So if I order back Inkeeper, play Inkeeper. Play out two Innkeepers here. And I'm actually going to get in for two since I can't block. Keep pressuring their Reaper off their Reaper life total. Black Lance plus Fallmire Knight's interesting. Does make this a lifelink death touch. I guess it's at that anyway. Or it would be that anyway. So play Order of Midnight, draw two cards. Guess I'll get back Fallmire Knight and draw cards again. And just get in the air for two. I have fine finality, so I can actually trade off the Innkeepers here if I want. I'm going to pitch Once Upon a Time. I have enough tools here that I don't think I need it. I also have enough mana. I've got 7 mana next turn. So I am actually going to block here. Yep. Looks like they're going, okay, so they're on a life gain Paragon line. That makes sense. Knight of the Ebon Legion. Let's get in for 6. And then I think I just play Massacre Girl here. And then say go. Oh, you know what? I should actually have Assassin's Trophy to the. All right. Well, given that, I'm going to trophy the Lucky Clover now. They can draw off the Fallmire Knights if they want. Then I'll attack for 4 here. Looks like they're going to take it. thin my deck a little bit, and I can play out another Foulmire Knight and draw a card as well, just so I have a little more defense here. I think they've taken a little more damage than they should have, personally. Which is why I'm pressuring their life total. Okay, they found a Swordmaster. So if they have double Swordmaster, I guess if they have like a Lucky Clover, they can double Swordmaster me. Doesn't look like they do. It's looking like they're going for the drain here, yeah. Okay. This is the night version, it looks like. Ooh. Ooh, that was close. Alright, alright. That was closer than I expected, I will say that. Let's attack for 4 here. Put the counters on the Massacre Girl here. And then pass. I'm going to hold up Assassin's Trophy and Noxious Grasp here. This puts me up to 3. Looks like they have a Murderous Rider. Alright, first things first, Once Upon a Time. Oh, so Rankle I have. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7. Assassin's Trophy. Sacrifice, discard. Okay, they have a Paragon, so I'm going to have to trade. Ugh. Alright, alright. I punted this game. So I'm thinking Questing Beast is actually pretty good against this variant. They don't have a lot that can block it. Yep, they got there. Okay. Alright, so I definitely want Questing Beast. against the Knights variant. And I also definitely want Legion's End against this version. Noxious Grasp seems pretty bad, actually, as does Epic Downfall. Davriel, I also don't really like the idea of. I think I just want to be more aggressive then. Um, I think I shave like one copy of Once Upon a Time and one copy of Massacre Girl. I don't know. Smitten Swordmaster seems pretty good. At least in this matchup. Yeah, I'll keep this. This is not great, but I don't think I can afford to ship it. It has Legion's End, so maybe trimming the Once Upon a Time was wrong. They're just going to run out Inkeeper. That's fine. That fits kind of what I want to do quite nicely. Let's see what I got here. Looks like they have Clover and Order. Okay. This is a little awkward. Yeah, that figures, doesn't it? All right, all right. I guess maybe I can't keep two black sources and ship this. I thought this deck had enough green in it that it was fine, but maybe like being 33% each turn is not good enough. Looks like Knight. Okay. All right. That helps. I think I just need to hit lands at this point. Trade Fallmeyer for basically anything here. Oh, it looks like they're playing Ayara. Okay. Let's look for a land here. Are you kidding me? Wow. All right, so I'll chalk some of this up to the shuffler because one land in like the top 10 cards after keeping a 2-land hand is a little ridiculous. Okay, deck. Come on. This is real impressive, deck. Look. Sometimes you draw 16 cards and hit 3 lands in those 16 cards. Oh, I'm sorry. 16 cards plus 4 more, so 20 cards. And I'm probably just dead to that, right? 1, 2, yeah. Yeah, we're just thoroughly dead. Okay, deck. Interesting. All right. So that was fascinating. That is one thing I noticed about this list is it is a little light on ways of gaining life. IRS not an awful idea. Foragers, Pulse of Marasa. Maybe second Vraska. This deck doesn't need much in the way of gaining life, but I do wonder if maybe I want a second copy of Vraska for some matchups. I don't have enough information yet, I don't think. Alrighty. See what our opponent's up to. So here, I could play turn 1 Inkeeper. And I think with this hand, since I have Rider, I want to do that. Or since I have Falmire Knight, rather, I want to do that. Draw my card. And then not get in. I will, however, make a 1/1. Looking like some sort of mono green list. think I'm just going to Legion's End the Belt Collector in that case. Okay, I guess our opponent's going to concede to disguise information. That's fine. Maybe it's Golgari. So it's possible then that this is a Gruul list. Either case, I definitely want Noxious Grasp and Vraska. I'm less likely to want Legion's End, although it isn't bad against the faster versions of the deck. Assassin's Trophy is good for Henge. Questing Beast is okay. Fallmire Knight's on the weak side. Maybe I will leave in like 2 Legion's Ends and go down to 2 Questing Beasts. More than 1 Massacre Girl? Yeah, let's do this. Let's try a Massacre Girl here. This is one of those matchups where I sometimes want to board out all the Fallmires. I'm not sure if it's right, and I don't know if our opponent's on like a more aggressive Gruul list, then it's not right. So I don't know enough that I want to commit too hard either way. We're looking for some sort of early play, Lovestruck Beast, or similar, or Inkeeper. I found the Inkeeper, so that's good. I probably should have waited until they're once resolved. That was a mistake. Alright, so I guess they are mono green. Mono green is generally the only list that plays Yorvo, so definitely want the Inkeeper in play then. I think I just run out once here. Again, I have 4 lands. I think I just take second Inkeeper in case they kill the first off of something like no, they have Wildborn Preserver. Okay. Into Yorvo. It's fine. They'll play out second here and pass. Depending on what they do, I have Assassin. Oh, shoot. I played the wrong land. Oh, Lord. I'm playing too fast while commenting. Guess I need to slow down a little. Alright, well, let's see if we can't salvage this. Think I play out Vraska then and kill Yorvo and don't attack. I may have to chump the Preserver here. Yep. Let's draw first. Then I'm going to kill that. And pass. I think I can... balls. Swing for 6 at Vraska. I'm okay with that. You can kill Vraska if you'd like. Alright, so here I'm going to play out the Murderous Rider and draw and pass. Hold up the Assassin's Trophy. Kill the Ronos. If they shuffle, oh, I guess they can search before shuffling. And then I will block here, I think. Let's see here. Okay, we might be out of the woods now. Let's run out the Fallmire Knight to start with. Then Lovestruck Beast. I'm just going to play this tapped and say go. They have a Preserver, okay. They have Henge. They're probably looking for a Henge. I mean, I guess they can't. Okay, they got Ronos, that's fine. I think I can actually beat Ronos here. Maybe not. So this is for 10. So that takes, I take 5 off of that. And 0 off of that. And this is a 4/4. Is this attacking? No, okay. So I'll go to 2 here. All right. And I'll say go here. I can Once Upon a Time. I do wish I had another way to get back Pelt Collector. Or not Pelt Collector, another way to get back Vraska. I guess I could just play out 2/3 lifelinks. That's okay. Hydra? Alright, let's see what they target here. They may just double it. Looks like they're going to kill the edge wall. That's fine. Yep. Alright. got there. Whew. Epically misplayed that early game, not noticing that I made the wrong land drop, but that's okay. So this deck's pretty consistent. Interestingly, I haven't run into any Golos today, which is very odd. I wonder if maybe it is being slowly hated out. All right. Yeah. This has Inkeeper plus a 2-drop, so I think I'm supposed to keep it. Not sure whether I'm supposed to play Inkeeper on turn 1 or not here. Given that, I think the answer is no. Because now I can play it on turn 2, expose it for 1 less turn. Looks like we're up against Gruul, so I'm going to run this out like so. If our opponent can, they will kill it here, but I have an order to get it back, so that's fine. All right, yep. Just take 3. It's fine. Our opponent mulled to 5, I believe, so they're fairly priced into the aggression line, to an aggressive line. Questing Beast is okay. If they attack with both, I think I might still trade off for the Questing Beast. Looks like they're not attacking at all. That's interesting. Alright, well, first things first then, I'll cast Once Upon a Time and get a Murderous Rider. And then I think I'm just going to play out an Order of Midnight so I can get in attacking a bit. I'm definitely not attacking into the Questing Beast. I want them to have to kill Lovestruck Beast here. The beasts are facing off. Looks like they have Domri's Ambush. Okay. So I guess they can get in for 8 here. First things first, I'm going to play out the Death Touch guy. And I guess I'll Murderous Rider the Questing Beast so that I don't have to worry about that. And I'll get in for 2. I am going to leave back the Edge Wall here. Hellkite, so I'm going to have to triple block, looks like. Yeah, I need to triple block. This puts me to 3. I can kill the Hellkite and play out a lifelinker. Hopefully they don't have a hasty attacker here. Or a burn spell, I should say. Okay. I'm gonna lead with Once Upon a Time, I think. Get Forest. Actually, I do need to play this, and I need to say oops. I wasn't thinking because this shuts them off of Questing Beast as a top deck. Yeah, that's better. Because I do need to shut them off of Questing Beast. So realistically, they should have just been dead the next turn. Looks like we got there, though. Definitely want the Vraska. I am thinking I might want a second copy of Vraska on the board. It's pretty good right now. Grasp seems pretty good. Downfall actually seems decent against their list as well. And I'm less impressed with Legion's End. Same thing with Fallmire Knight. It comes up the ground okay, but it's not fantastic. And I'll bring in one Massacre Girl to help complete the package. It's possible that I should, like in almost every matchup, leave in 1 or 2 copies of Fallmire Knight just as glue to hold the draws together. That's one thing to keep in mind with this deck, I think. I should check the land count. I think it's 23 or 24, in which case that might be the right decision. Because it has Once Upon a Time, but having a little extra draw is nice. Sometimes I have a tendency to board to make things a little too top heavy. All right, so like this hand I can't keep. This hand I can, however. Pitch a Swamp here so that we have double of both. Looks like they're on a Pelt Collector draw. I'd like to find a removal spell or... Yep, cool. Scry, I do want the land. That's probably the last land I need to keep, but I do want the first one. Or I do want the 4th land. Maybe I can afford to ship it given that I have the Once Upon a Time. Alright, so they'll get probably a mountain here. See if they have like Zertog Goblin on turn 2. If they do, and they're staying that aggressive post board, I'll have to change my board plan a little bit. Right now I'm teched more to beat the Hellkite larger creature versions. Alright, well, they got us there. So they are running a slightly faster version. It looks like. In which case I probably do want some number of Falmire Knight. Although again, like Embercleave does kind of make the card awkward. Honestly, Fine Finality is probably just too slow. And then like Order of Midnight doesn't block. So if I just go like 2 Legion's End and maybe the second Massacre Girl, something like this. Not sure about this matchup. I feel like the board plan doesn't have great answers to sort of the Embercleave aggro. Seems all right. I have turn 2 Edgewall plus Falmire, and then I have a bunch of removal spells to back it up. Lead with the Fabled Passage, get a forest here. This deck does have a surprising number of options. The lack of the Smitten Swordmaster package makes the life a little tight against aggro. So it might be that this list is more tuned to beat Golos. I pulled it from one of the SCGs and haven't tuned it much, if at all, because it looked actually pretty nicely focused, and so far it has been. I haven't been sure about the third Rankle, maybe, although that feels okay. I have wanted another way of dealing with problematic artifacts. So Henge and Embercleave in particular. Vraska doesn't deal with those, so I'm not sure what it should be. Maybe a copy of Casualties of War. We don't have 5-mana Vivian anymore, so it's unclear. Alright, I'm just going to snap trade here. And then I guess I have Noxious Grasp up, so I can lead with the Temple and Scry. If our opponent just goes land Bone Crusher, it's not that big of a deal. And then I can play out a Beast. Domri's Ambush is a little awkward here. But other than that, I think it's fine. We can trade Bone Crusher for this half and another half of a Bone Crusher. Or sorry, trade Lovestruck Beast for the 2 halves of Bone Crusher Giant. Oh, okay. Okay. Fine, I guess they do have the ambush. No blocks here. I'm going to hold up Murderous Rider and play out the Inkeeper. Might go for the chump here, see if I can't convince them to Embercleave the Bone Crusher. Looks like they're going for Hellkite. I want to see if they give it the counter or not. If they give it the counter, I'll kill the Hellkite. If they don't give it the counter, yeah, I might still kill the Hellkite, honestly. They're thinking about it here. Which means they don't have removal for my Inkeeper. Or if they do, it's something they don't want to burn on a 1/1. Okay. Just going to pass again, hold up my removal spells. I don't want to get blown out by Embercleave here. Alright. It looks like our opponent's had enough. Alright, so this deck's performing alright. I haven't gotten to play it against Golos, but from the way it's played out, I do think it's fast enough to deal with it. Things I haven't been sure about. The third copy of Order of Midnight has been a little lackluster. I'm not sure if I want 4 copies of Foulmire Knight. It might be 2 or 3. And I would like... I'm also not certain about the 4th Questing Beast or the 3rd Rankle, or even the 2nd copy of Find Finality. So right now, if I were to pull out flex slots, I'd say some number, whoops, some number of these cards are flex slots. And then maybe like 1 Rankle as well. I haven't run into anything where I really want the Davriel. Also not... I do think the Foulmire Knights are nice for the Lovestruck Beast, so I don't think you can shave more than 1. It's possible something like Flaxen Intruder is an idea, but it being a 1/2 and the Welcome Home is super expensive. Reaper out of the board is a possibility. That goes with the Lucky Clover package usually, though. Smitten Swordmaster has been interesting to play against. This list has 8, 11 knights, so that version would probably need to be a little bit more aggressive, looking to shave on the Find Finality package in some way. I'm not sure, though. The main deck is pretty clean overall. And this is what, 4, 8, 12, 15 adventures, so you don't want to go too much lower than that on adventures. Is, I suspect, part of the reason why I suspect that's part of the reason why they haven't cut much more than that. I guess 15 adventures plus 4 once upon a time, so you can shave like one card here or there. I think maybe I want 2 Rankles for and to play 1 Vraska main and a second one in the board. Not sure what I would cut Order of Midnight for. Maybe a Smitten Swordmaster or 2. It's possible that I actually just want like a partial Smitten Swordmaster package in the sideboard against more aggressive strategies, and that now that I have Vraska, I go to like maybe I can leave the find in the main. Maybe I can move 1 Massacre Girl main and play like 1 Find Finality. That way I have the Massacre Girl to hit off of Once Upon a Time in game 1. That seems decent. And just leave the 3rd Order of Midnight as a hedge against the fact that I only have 1 copy of Find. And then post-board, I do think I want a little bit more against aggro, even though we are moderately favored to begin with. I don't know how convinced I am about Davriel. Epic Downfall and Noxious Grasp have been okay. I think 2 Noxious Grasp is probably fine, though. It's mostly for Oko and Nissa, random mono green decks, but I have other ways of dealing with their cards. Epic Downfall is decent because it exiles instead of just killing. It also hits cards like Hellkite, other very large creatures, giants like Robcloak Giant. So I probably don't want to cut that. Then there's the question of like whether I want Davriel or Duress, and I haven't really run into the matchups where I'm sure I'd want those. There isn't a lot of control going on here around here. Davriel might be good against like the Fires decks, so it might be that against Fires you're bringing in Duress plus Davriel, and that's why those are there. Try the Smitten Swordmasters in the board. Alrighty. So I'm having pretty good success with this deck today, so let's keep trying it out. I am gonna try Fires at some point, Thursday or Friday probably. Once I get, I still need a couple of mythics for the Cavalier version. I might try something like the Selesnya Adventure list, see how that does. Yep, this hand's fine. This hand has Once Upon a Time. I can look for an untapped land. Forest or swamp here? I think I get forest because I can fetch the swamp. This is looking like an Oko list. Although it could still be Field of the Dead. I think I just want to start playing out some threats here. Yeah, this is almost certainly just bant food. Okay. Oh, I'll say go. If our opponent goes land Nissa, that's fine. If they have Teferi... Oh, Growth Spiral. Maybe it's not plant food. Maybe this is Field of the Dead. I don't know. I still haven't seen any lands that make me think it's not bant food, but... You know, I never really know for sure. Swamp definitely here. I'm just going to Vraska to kill the Grazer. I do want to start getting in. And until I'm certain, I want to hold both Legion's End and Assassin's Trophy. I have riders to deal with planeswalkers they might play. Teferi, again, could still be both. Although it's more and more likely this is food. Plus, I'm not going to sack anything. I think I'm just going to play out the Questing Beast. And get in for 6. This protects us against a Nissa. Time Wipe's fine. Inkeeper plus... Oh, this is so awkward. Yeah, I actually am just going to play out. This is a 2/3 lifelink, as weird as it is. They're at 3 cards, and I want to draw into a little bit more aggression. And then I can decline here on the plus. Teferi's fine. It looks like they're thinning. They probably should have cracked before bouncing, but... I'm probably playing this too slow. Given how flooded they've been. But I also just have a giant pile of answers in hand, and I'm kind of mana limited, so... So they have Time Wipe plus Mass Manipulation. So I'll get in for 4. And then I think I'm going to sack the Murderous Rider. I was hoping to hit a land there, but apparently I'm not allowed to do that this game. So, yeah. I guess I'll pitch Questing Beast and an Edgewall Inkeeper. There's the time wipe. I'm not going to make the 1/1 because of the Mass Manip here. They're probably going to plus Vraska on the Grazer. Or on a land, that works too. Alright, so here I can just go Assassin's Trophy that. And Murderous Rider the Vraska. Let's see what they play. We're getting to the wrap-up phase of the game here, unless they draw something insane. Like another Krasis. Looks like they're looking for a Krasis or a something similar. Alright, 6. 6 mana, Inkeeper, Rider. I want to stay ahead in cards at this point since we played the slow version of this game. I probably could have won this game faster, but I didn't want to overextend into like a single time wipe. Alright, that's fine. Massacre Girl. Temple. Rider's fine, I'll keep that. Opponent's going to upkeep Scry. It is looking like I should have pressed my advantage a little bit harder. Probably played out the second Questing Beast a little faster. Oh well. Oko, I guess they can plus on Massacre Girl maybe? Or plus on, yeah, they're 3/3. That's fine. So, Questing Beast, Murderous Rider, targeting here, and then we'll kill them here. Come on. Yeah. Alright. So this is just standard Bant food. This is the matchup where I might want like Davriel and the duress effects. they're pretty heavily reliant on planeswalkers and similar planeswalkers and spells. Bring in the Massacre Girl for various Oko tokens. The Duresses, cut the Legion's Ends. This is one of the matchups where Followmire Knight's pretty bad. Same thing, like Rankle is not great here, although Questing Beast is decent. Fine Finality is pretty bad. They usually aren't killing your permanents. Same thing with like Order of Midnight. It's evasive, but they have grazers and things of that nature to chump with. Can play Noxious Grasp if I want. And then probably I want the second Vraska and a Veil instead of the Rankles. Let's go second Vraska and one Legion's End. I like the random opportunity to snipe Krasis. Veil is good, but I'm not super worried about counter magic from them, usually. I'm usually worried about steal effects, and Veil does help counter that. But I don't want to overboard, and I'm already borderline overboarding here, I think. Alright, that's a definite no. Okay, deck. Lands are a thing I would like. Thank you. That's better. I'm going to ship here definitely a forest and I guess Questing Beast. Probably I'm going to need to slow our opponent down here. Which means Duress might be looking for like an Oko or a Teferi instead of anything bigger. Maybe a Time Wipe depending on what their draw looks like. I'm going to lead with Duress actually. So they have Devout Decree for Davriel and 2 Krasises. Alright, well, we'll take the Oko. And then Forest, make a 1/1. Okay, so we know our opponent still has a land, which means I don't want a Davriel yet. So I'm just going to play out the Beast and get in for 1 here. Teferi, they're probably going to bounce the 1/1 here. That's fine. The fact that they still have a breeding pool is a little bit annoying, I will admit that. I do think I'm going to run out Davriel here. Slows down their draw a little bit, incentivizes a Devout Decree. Buys me one more turn before I have to Legion's End. I would like to hit another Lovestruck Beast here, or like a Once Upon a Time or an Edgewall Inkeeper or something like that. I think I pass. Maybe I should be trophying? I'm not sure. Seven, so they can make a 5/5 here? That's not bad. But then I can Legion's End. Perfect. That's why I leave in the one Legion's End in this matchup. It's just randomly a blowout. Because I got two Crasises and a Lovestruck Beast, or two Crasises and a Teferi just by drawing an Edgewall Inkeeper there. Alright, so they found Time Wipe, which kinda sucks, but is okay. They also have double Gilded Goose, which is many, many food tokens. So I'm just going to say go. They can have as much food as they want at this point. We're kind of stuck in the long game here. See if I can't get in with a Questing Beast a little bit here. We're not going to make much headway, but so I need to play out this much in order to get past the gaining 6 a turn aspect of the Gilded Gooses. She's a little overextendy into Mass Manip or Time Wipe. There's the Time Wipe. Alright. Given that, I think I'm going to destroy this goose and play out a Murderous Rider. Not sure about this. That was one of the reasons why I wasn't sure about it. Okay. So I do think I boarded out a little too much in terms of threat density, which I wondered about. They have Teferi. Obviously, they're not going to pump. I'm going to keep playing out lands in case I draw some ways of getting things back. I'm not really liking this discard package, honestly. It's not good in this matchup. it's pretty limited in terms of the matchups it might be good in, which means Davriel's probably unnecessary. Ten lands. Let's arrest them, see what they've drawn. Looks like 2 copies of Mass Manipulation. Okay, that's a little awkward. If I were them, I'd start bouncing food tokens to draw cards, but... Or bouncing nothing, actually, to draw cards. Assuming they're holding at least 1 land at this point. But I could be wrong. Since they have Mass Manipulation, I want to draw a few cards, then hold them in hand. I'm guessing they have another Teferi here. Yup. One of the problems here is that they have Teferi plus they can hold up Mass Manip. It's looking like they're trying to get to that stage where they can just end step Mass Manipulation for 1,000,000. I'm going to play out the Thalmire Knight here so that I have something to attack with. They're also probably looking for Oko to start making a bunch of 3/3s and force me to do something. Or another Crisis, maybe. Maybe Nissa? Alright, there's the Nissa. That's probably game here. I think instead of Davriel, I'd probably rather just have an Elder Spell or 2 for this matchup. In all honesty. Okay. So... I don't know why they played the Mass Manip there. Because now if I draw something, like... It's not great. But I'm not quite just dead, I don't think. Maybe they found a 4th manipulation? Veil, okay. Yeah, so Davriel just seems underpowered. There are better things to do. I don't know, maybe it's there for Doom Foretold for that deck. But that deck just loses to Golos, and I suspect this deck is fast enough. Alright, they got there. They found the Oko to go with, so now I'll concede. So, given that, I definitely want to be able to exert a little more pressure. Have a little more recursion available. So I do want the orders, and probably even the Foulmires of some amount. Massacre Girl seems unnecessary. Davriel also seems unnecessary. I only saw 2 Crisis, so they probably board down on Crisis, so I'll board out Legion's End. This is how many lands? 23 lands? Okay. This is without the find. Maybe I leave in the find instead of one of the Foulmire Knights, just because it's some better late game card advantage. So far, the Davriels haven't impressed me. I'm not even sure about the 3rd Duress. Although this is the type of deck that Duress is usually quite good in, and I have liked it in other games. This is fine. It says turn 1 Inkeeper. Although I'm actually going to cast once and look for one of these exactly. Look at the Murderous Rider here. Then I'm going to lead on the Heart's Desire just to get the 1/1 out. Attack for 1. Our opponent should block here. Like, they should know that I don't have any tricks, but, you know. Free damage is free if they let it through. I wonder if they're, like, mulling over whether or not I have, like, a Garenbrink Carver or, like, Lash of Thorns or something. This isn't even a particularly good bluff. I should have played the Swamp first to bluff something like a Carver. There you go. You figured it out. Okay. Let's go Innkeeper plus Knight. Okay, that's Oko. In that case, I'm just going to kill it and get in for 3. I don't want to let my opponent have an Oko this early. Crisis for 2. Interesting. I'm just going to get in for 1. I have an Inkeeper on top. So I'm actually fine with this trade. I can play second Inkeeper, draw 2 cards next turn. Excuse me. Looking to force out the time wipe. Play out the Murderous Rider first. And I'll also play out the Fallmire Knight. This reloads my hand, gives me some pressure. Opponent can block and get a food token here. Oops, they forgot their food token. Interesting. Was that a new goose? That might have been a new goose. Didn't think it was a new goose. Huh. This incentivizes a time wipe here. Or a large crisis, one of the two. Looks like a 4/4 crisis, that's fine. In which case, I think I just play Vraska. Kill the crisis. And get in. If they have a Nissa, I can trophy the Nissa. Give it to Fairy? I think that's fine. I was debating whether I wanted to trophy the goose in response, but I don't think I care. That's decent. Six mana available. I'm going to destroy one of these geese, I think. Just to prevent the discard. And then It's important that we attack like this just to maximize damages. This ensures Teferi dies and makes it so the goose can't block damage to their face. Okay, there's a Mass Manip. That's fine. I have a Vraska to kill the Lovestruck Beast. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana next turn is a little light. Vraska's at 5. So if I play Vraska, kill the Lovestruck Beast, and then I can Assassin's Trophy the Goose. This gets them a land, but it ensures that the Vraska dies. And I'm still protected against Time Wipe. And I have Questing Beast to swing in next turn. I guess Oko make a 3/3 can hit Vraska. Okay. I'm fine with that. They left on top. That's not usually a good sign. Alright, so they have Nissa to kill Vraska, I guess. Seven mana. Eight mana. I'm one short of lethal, so... And they actually have the food to sack as well. So we'll just do this. Okay, they're going to create the food here. This gives me the goose. There's the Time Wipe, that's fine. Ooh, nasty. Three, six, seven, eight, 9. Put Teferi to 1. And Grasp the Nissa, I think, is the best line here. It's possible I should be grasping Oko, but they sacked their food. And I'll keep this Questing Beast on top. Yeah, they can make the Questing Beast a 3/3, that's fine. And then I can trade. Definitely block the land here, so that Oko doesn't make it a 6/6. Five, 8, wait, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They're tapped out. So I'm going to get back a Questing Beast. Ah, come on. And then I have lethal. Or, yeah, I have lethal, exactly. Oh, whoops. Alright, I don't have lethal exactly. I lied. Definitely misplayed this turn. I keep forgetting Questing Beast is a legendary because it doesn't have a weird name. Ah, well. I'm just going to say oops. I forgot about this being a legendary creature. I should have cast Once Upon a Time first. I don't think it's going to matter since they didn't draw Mass Manipulation here. Yeah. But I definitely oopsed. And should have won that turn, or pretty close to won that turn. I could have found the Murderous Rider. I could have gotten back an Inkeeper. Okay, so I definitely learned that against the good pilots, I want a copy of Elder Spell. And I don't like Davriel at all. I do like Duress. Duress is good. The Duresses are good. One copy of Elder Spell seems good. The second Vroska was very good as well. Trying to see if there's anything else I want, like, versus aggressive decks. Maybe Cavalier of Night, actually. So actually, maybe Cavalier of Night is a good plan against, like, the very aggressive decks. Maybe that's better than playing, like, Smitten Swordmaster. If I play, like, some mix of Cavalier. One Cavalier is probably enough, because Once Upon a Time. And then I could play Blacklands Paragon, I could play Smitten Swordmaster. I think I want a singleton copy of Reaper of Night. And it's possible that I also want Midnight Reaper. Against, in particular, Midnight Reaper against, like, harder control decks. But I do think it's important, like, I think people aren't leaning on Once Upon a Time enough yet, and that's part of the issue that they're having. See if there's any good multicolor options. Oh, Finebroker's still around. I could play a copy of Finebroker. I think Order of Midnight's probably better than that. Izoni's an option. Yeah, I don't think I need any of these. But there could be something that I'm missing. I've been tempted to try out like a singleton Piper of the Swarm, but I suspect it's too slow. Maybe what I want is like one copy of Ayara. That might be a good one against both aggro and control. Again, Midnight Reaper is a possibility. I don't think I have enough Swamps to run Dread Presence. Doom Whisperer, Clackbridge Troll are options, but expensive options. If I had a way of getting through with Flaxen Intruder, I would try that. So it might just be a like slight difference in the removal suite instead. I'm just honestly not certain what I want to do with the last slot here. Nightpack Ambusher. It's another 4-drop. Yorvo. Like ideally, I would like a 3. Hydra. I don't think I get big enough for Hydra quickly enough. Problem is most of the 3s are just underwhelming in black-green right now. Golgari is just... definitely not where you want to be for 3 drops at least. Deck overall has been excellent. Plaguecrafter's an option, but maybe a Plaguecrafter isn't bad. I don't know. I have enough of the like removal spells that just feels kind of cute. Midnight Reaper feels a little fillery. Ayara's hard on the mana is why I haven't grabbed that yet. It's also only a 2/3 base. So maybe it's just the second Reaper. Trying to think where I would want Piper. It only takes creatures, so it's not actually that good against the control decks. Yeah, okay. I guess I don't really want it. Maybe it's just the second copy of Find Finality. I think it's second Find Finality or third Noxious Grasp or second Cavalier. I think those are all places where it's reasonable to look. I haven't run up against Mono Red enough to know if I want a second Cavalier of Night or not. Hasn't felt necessary against Gruul though, so. Alright, let's try that. I think that's a reasonable plan that capitalizes a little bit more on Once Upon a Time after sideboard. Gives me a little bit better flexibility. Hey, baby girl. Hey, Doge. How you doing? Who's a Doge? You're a Doge. Yes, you are. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Scratchy, 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 scratchy. Yeah. Who's a good girl? Hey, who's a good girl? All right, let's take the play here. There we go. Sand looks fine. It does want an early drop. Not yet. You can wait. After this game. See if I can't find an Inkeeper. There's the Inkeeper. And in that case, I'm just going to make a 1/1 here. Looks like we're playing against the mill deck. Oh, all right. So this deck is a bunch of Antris Gargoyles and Apprentices and Kraken Hatchlings is basically what they're doing. I think I'm just going to play out a 2/2 flyer then. If they have turn 2 Vantris Gargoyle, this hand could get awkward because I don't have the third land. Thought Erasure? Okay. Probably take Rider or Questing Beast would be my guess. That's interesting. They took the Inkeeper. I don't know that Inkeeper really matters all that much right now for them, but okay. I guess I'll play out the Inkeeper that I drew, since I do need a land. Maybe they have Cry? No? I don't know. Okay. Really just need a land here. Maybe I should have taken land off of Once Upon a Time. I guess I got a little greedy. Kefnet? Okay. Well, that is a land. Kefnet in this deck, when you're playing that many adventures and creatures, that's a little weird to me. But, you know, I'm going to block the Apprentice here. Okay, enter the God Eternals. We just get in with the Questing Beast. Take the trade. I have another one next turn. All right, well, I'm not sure what they have at instant speed here. Oh, they have a counterspell? Okay, that's fine. Like a black source here. They seem to be trying to tempo me out, but Mill seems to actually be the backup plan here. Well, if their last card is a counterspell, I am dead. It does not appear to be, however. I think I'm going to cast Find here and get back 40. What do I even get back? Still have another Murderous Rider. I guess like Lovestruck Beast and Inkeeper probably. They kept a card on top. That can't be good for me. Oh, second Kefnet. Inkeeper. I guess next turn I can draw 2 off of Thalmire. 8 here. So lead with the Death Touch guy. Do I have a way to kill Kefnet? I guess maybe I should have gotten back Massacre Girl. Questing Beast. I don't think I have a way to gain life either. Yeah, they got there. Okay. This is not a deck that I am even remotely sideboarding for, so. Or planning for. It's not particularly good. I mean, I've played against it a few times, but it's very fragile. Bring in the Veils, bring in the Duresses. Take out things that don't punch through Kefnet. So that's 2 Veil and 3 Duress. Vraska's not that good here. Bring in Reaper as well. Leave in Find and leave in Order of Midnight. Rankle doesn't punch through Kefnet. Board out 1 order. Maybe I do board out the Find Finality, even though they're going to be mulling me, or milling me. I think I just want to be faster. Board out 1 Thalmire Knight. Just because it's not that fast of a clock. I like how I picked up this deck wanting to play against Golos, and I've played for almost 4 hours now and have yet to run into Golos once. Alright, this is an awkward hand, but any adventure makes it good. So I don't think I can afford to ship those. Any land is good. But Once Upon a Time would have been nice too. Alright, Temple's good. Ship that, play a second Inkeeper. They might have kept Thought Erasure on top. That might be why they went with that. I'm not blocking. They can get in for 1. I don't really care. Looks like they kept an Opt, maybe? Disfigure is fine. I'm just kind of on the mono Inkeeper draw here. It's fine. They'll take one of these 2 probably. They took Rankle, okay. Let's duress them, see what's up. Drown in the Loch, Kefnet, Lochmere Serpent, okay. Hmm. I will offer the Kefnet for questing Beast trade as much as I hate doing it. And then... Wait. Oh, right. Shit. Alright, well, now I'm actually forced into doing this. I like how I still have yet to draw a adventure card. Maybe I should have kept the Once Upon a Time. I only boarded out like... Okay. So exile 5 from an opponent's graveyard. I have 8, I guess. Okay, so they can get back Serpent. Assume it's only during your turn. That's fine. I think I just take 7 here. Yep, draw away. Am I going to get hosed by a top deck counterspell here? No, okay, they're just shutting me off of draws. That makes sense. Jeez. Oh, alright, alright. That sucks. So maybe this list is actually pretty good against this deck. Huh. Well, that's interesting, at least. Alright. Well, I learned a thing. I didn't have very good draws, so I'd have to test it a little more. But that's interesting. I don't think that list is particularly good against Golos, which is why I haven't been super worried about it. It's fairly fragile. All right, overall, not bad for today. Went from D4 up to, looks like D2 now. So I'm going to call it for now. The pupper is whining about food. So thanks for watching. If you're hanging out, throw out a follow. No, apparently I'm being accosted. So thanks a bunch. If you're watching on YouTube, throw out a subscription. Have a lovely day.